The night unfurls like a velvet cloth, pricked with 1,000,000 tiny suns, each star a window, perhaps, into a soul adrift, searching for its harbor. The wind sighs through the wheat fields, a whispered symphony of longing. The same song the sunflowers hum as they turn their faces toward a light unseen. I see him there, Vincent, walking those fields, his heavy boots sinking into the earth, his eyes devouring the immensity. He carries the weight of the world on his narrow shoulders, the burden of beauty and pain intertwined, inseparable. The stars mock him, perhaps, with their distant perfection, their cold, unwavering fire. Or perhaps they offer solace, a silent acknowledgement of shared solitude. The moon, a bruised pearl in the inky sky, casts long skeletal shadows. They dance with the cypress trees, those dark flames reaching for the heavens, mirroring the turmoil within. I feel the grit of the soil beneath my fingers, the coarse texture of existence, the undeniable reality of being. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and ripening grain, a primal aroma that speaks of birth and decay, the eternal cycle. He stops, Vincent, and pulls a canvas from his satchel, a square of bleached linen waiting to be transformed. His hands, calloused and stained with pigment, move with a feverish urgency, capturing the fleeting moment, the ephemeral beauty that threatens to vanish with the dawn. He paints not what he sees, but what he feels, the raw emotion that churns within him, the vibrant ache of being alive. The colors explode onto the canvas, swirling and colliding, a riot of blues and yellows, greens and reds. The stars become swirling vortexes of light. The fields undulate like a living sea. The cypress trees writhe in agony and ecstasy. It is not a landscape, but a soulscape. A portrait of the inner world laid bare. He paints with a desperation born of loneliness, a yearning for connection, a desperate plea to be understood. Each brushstroke is a cry, a whisper, a prayer. He seeks to capture the essence of things, the invisible thread that connects all beings, the spark of divinity that flickers within the mundane. The crickets chirp their relentless song, a constant reminder of the passage of time, the fleeting nature of beauty. The hours melt away like candle wax, dripping into the darkness. He is lost in his work, oblivious to the cold, the weariness, the gnawing hunger. He is consumed by the fire of creation, a conduit for the divine. And in the stillness of the night, I understand. He is not merely painting a landscape, but a testament to the human spirit, a celebration of its resilience, its capacity for both unimaginable suffering and boundless joy. He is showing us that even in the darkest of nights, the stars still shine, and the sunflowers still turn their faces toward the light. The soul, though battered and bruised, can still find beauty in the broken, meaning in the mundane, and hope in the heart of despair. It continues, whispering in the wind, resonating through the ages, a silent symphony of the night. The light beckons. The wind carries secrets through the wheat, rustling tales of sun and rain, of life and death intertwined. Each stalk a fragile monument, swaying in silent reverence to the moon. He saw them not as mere plants, but as souls reaching towards the heavens, their golden heads bowed in prayer. And the moon, a celestial pearl, bathed the landscape in its ethereal glow, softening the harsh edges of reality, revealing the hidden beauty that lay dormant beneath the surface. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and blooming lavender, a heady perfume that intoxicates the senses, blurring the line between dream and waking. He sought to capture this scent, this feeling, this fleeting moment of grace, to preserve it for eternity on his canvas. But the paint could never truly replicate the essence of the moment, the subtle nuances of light and shadow, the unspoken language of the heart. It was always a mere approximation, a shadow of the real thing. And yet, in that very imperfection lay its beauty. The struggle to capture the uncapturable, the attempt to express the inexpressible, that was the art itself. He walked among the fields, a solitary figure in the vast expanse of the night, his soul open to the whispers of the universe. He felt the presence of something greater than himself, something ancient and profound, a force that connected all things. It was not a god of dogma or doctrine, but a god of nature, of beauty, of love, a god that dwelled within the heart of every human being, waiting to be awakened. The stars wheeled overhead, tracing their ancient paths across the sky, indifferent to the joys and sorrows of humankind. Yet he found solace in their constancy, their unwavering presence, a reminder that even in the face of chaos and uncertainty, there was still something solid and enduring. The universe was vast and incomprehensible, but it was also beautiful and awe-inspiring, and he was a part of it, a tiny speck of consciousness in the grand scheme of things, but a part nonetheless. He closed his eyes and breathed deeply, feeling the cool night air fill his lungs, cleansing his soul. He was no longer alone. He was connected to everything, to the stars, to the fields, to the wind, to the very earth beneath his feet. He was home. The village lights flickered in the distance, a promise of warmth and companionship, but he lingered in the fields, reluctant to leave the embrace of the night. He knew that the dawn would bring with it the return of reality, the harsh light of day that would expose the imperfections and the ugliness of the world. But for now, he was content to dwell in the realm of dreams, to wander through the landscapes of his soul, to paint with the colors of his heart. He carried within him the weight of the world, the pain of humanity, but he also carried the light of hope, the flame of faith, the unwavering belief in the power of beauty to heal and to transform. He would continue to paint, to create, to express until his very last breath. for he knew that art was not merely a profession, but a calling, a sacred duty, a way to connect with the divine and to share that connection with the world. And in the silence of the night, he heard the voice of his soul, whispering encouragement, offering solace, reminding him that he was loved, he was worthy, he was enough. The night of souls embraced him, held him, and whispered peace. He would return to those fields again and again, seeking solace in their quiet embrace, finding inspiration in their endless expanse. Each visit was a pilgrimage, a journey into the depths of his own being, a search for the light that flickered within. The stars, his constant companions, whispered secrets of the universe, tales of creation and destruction, of love and loss, of hope and despair. He listened intently, absorbing their wisdom, allowing their light to penetrate the darkness that clung to his soul. He was a vessel, open to the cosmos, a conduit for the divine. And in the act of painting, he found release, a way to transform his pain into beauty, his despair into hope. The canvas became his confessional, his sanctuary, his stage. He poured his heart onto its surface, layer upon layer, color upon color, stroke upon stroke. He was not afraid to show his vulnerability, his imperfections, his flaws. He embraced them, knowing that they were part of what made him human, part of what made him beautiful. He knew that the world was full of suffering, of injustice, of cruelty, but he also knew that it was full of beauty, of kindness, of love. And he chose to focus on the latter, to celebrate the light, to illuminate the darkness. He painted portraits of the ordinary, the forgotten, the overlooked. He saw beauty in the faces of the peasants, the farmers, the laborers. He saw dignity in their toil, strength in their resilience, hope in their eyes. He painted sunflowers that blazed with life, cypress trees that reached for the heavens, fields of wheat that shimmered in the sun. He painted the essence of things, the soul of the world. And in doing so, he revealed the beauty that lay hidden within us all. He was a mirror, reflecting back to humanity its own potential for greatness, its own capacity for love. He painted the night, because in the night, the soul awakes, unfettered by the constraints of the day, free to roam, to dream, to connect with the infinite. The night was his muse, his confidant, his friend. It embraced him, comforted him, inspired him. He saw in the night the reflection of his own soul, vast and mysterious, filled with both light and darkness. He painted the stars as if they were tears of joy scattered across the heavens, a reminder that even in the deepest sorrow, there is always reason to hope. The moon, a silent witness to his struggles, offered its gentle light, guiding him through the darkness, showing him the way. He was not a madman, but a visionary, a prophet, a saint. He saw the world differently, more clearly, more deeply. He saw the beauty that others could not see, the potential that others had overlooked. He was a gift to humanity, a beacon of light in a world of darkness. And though his life was filled with pain and suffering, he never lost his faith, his hope, his love. He continued to paint, to create, to express, until his very last breath. And his art lives on, inspiring us, challenging us, reminding us of the beauty that surrounds us, the potential that lies within us, the love that connects us all. The night of souls still whispers his name, carried on the wind, echoing through the fields, resonating in the hearts of those who dare to dream. He sleeps now, beneath the swirling stars, among the golden fields, his soul at peace, his legacy secure. The light remains, the light endures.